This is kind of dumb. This is like Lupin levels of Interpol. Just sending a couple of dudes in. Actually, like, holy shit, why not actually steal a little bit from the spirit of Lupin the Third and have Inspector What's-His-Face just show up with, like, a literal army of goons that are, like, super weak and extremely trappable. So, you know, if you don't have sufficient traps to just gum them up a little bit, they can and will run rampant over your base. But if you even have the most basic of, like, soap trap, they effectively just kill themselves on each other. Like, that would be so cool. Mainly from the perspective of, like, it'd just be really amusing. If you need mods to make a game worth playing, that game has some major issues. And sometimes that can still be okay. Easiest example I can think of would be Fallout. Fallout 4 specifically. That is a game that just was not that great on its own. It was okay. It was kind of fun. But the mods are where Fallout 4 really sung. And really solved so many of the issues from, like, a design perspective, a performance perspective, and a bunch of other things. And they never stop coming. Well, they have to keep coming so that I can complete the objective. Now that I've finished that, I think they'll stop coming as much. Heat gain to region 200. But, like, what does that do to me? It just resets it so I can't do anything there for 2 minutes. That's fine. Now, where am I supposed to disrupt these people? Because I don't actually have an objective. It just says disrupt anvil on the world stage. Patriot or smash or saber. Unless it involves me... Oh, here we go. Pull back the hammer. I just didn't see it because it was hiding behind for whatever reason. Is that the only one? No, here's another one. Let's see. Dump some money into that. Oh, it's paused. I was wondering why nothing was happening.
A scheme has succeeded.
I'm finding the 2 minutes worth it compared to spending 20 minutes to reduce heat. Yeah, the whole heat mechanics in this game don't make a whole lot of sense. Because effectively you want... It's a better idea to straight up waste units to some degree to max out the heat. Or spend the money to max out the heat than wasting 30 minutes and 3 valets. Like, instead of doing this mission, I'd be better off honestly doing this one. We wouldn't get the full reward, but we get part of it. And that'd be fine.
A trap has been triggered.
But I also have so much money that it's like, Let's see, there's another large triangle in America. I think that's this one? This one doesn't matter. We're looking for, this one. You're right. Missed it. There we go. Oh, never upgraded this one. I need a valet. Oh, let's work on that.
A trap has been triggered.
Was the 200 heat gain if you do the event or if you don't do the event? If you don't do the event. Consequences if not resolved.
Complete.
But, like, why does it matter?
A minion is
It doesn't do
departing.
anything. What would be better is actually if the world developed to match you. So if this got built, it permanently increased the amount of minions that go your direction. And so you actually have to send minions out constantly to destroy facilities, steal money, set up your own little bases, and there's actually like a full-on high in-depth control map where, like, you know, if I don't deal with this now, nothing happens because effectively this area just goes into lockdown for like a minute or two, and then I just go back to not giving a shit because I'm not involved in that area in the slightest. That so many of the mechanics are almost reliant on my apathy that I find it actually is a bit of a problem more than an actual design. So like an XCOM map. Yeah, kind of. But that like really make me feel like I'm putting together a criminal enterprise, not just sending dudes out to rob a bank and then come back.
Task complete.
And it could even be something that it's somewhat based on like what you've been doing. So if you're robbing banks, it drastically increases the amount of heat generation you got, but it gives you a lot of money real quick. Or you could kind of go the slow make Amazon business and just straight up take over America with capitalism. Like there's a ton of things, yeah. The need to make mini facilities would be cool in each country, and you could straight up have it be like I don't know how many of you guys have played Stellaris, but Stellaris has every planet has like a grid, depending on how big the planet is, and on each spot on that grid you can put a different facility, some with special effects. And you know, honestly, a lot of them are just kind of generic, extra food, extra industry, nothing fancy, but it's still enough to make it kind of interesting. And so you care about the customization a little bit. And so I think that's what this game needs, at least a little bit.
Agent X is here to chop you down like a cherry tree.
Your minions are in combat.
He showed up
You're doomed.
He showed up in the lunchroom and all my guys are like, you're in the wrong place, and now they're being escorted out.
But I won't today.
Yeah, build a PR firm to decrease heat gain, etc. Yeah. Like, let me take over a country. Either via military might, or just straight up fear. Or money. Like, let me straight up buy out Argentina. Why not? And then I actually have a country to manage, but maybe they get into a land war and there's an event or something like that. Yeah, Dr. Doom style. It's like, I like this evil genius thing, but the amount of...
A criminal network has too much heat and has locked down.
The amount of stuff that I do is like almost, it's so surface level, and then half of the things that I do go out of my way for is immediately subverted just by merit of like how this game is designed. Like the fact that they warped in here and immediately got escorted out is the funniest thing ever. I don't know where X is, but he's probably dead, and if he's not, then he deserves to do whatever the hell. But even like with so many of these traps in this area, you know, I made this giant trap corridor, but half the agents that make their way through will straight up just disable all the traps and walk through like no problem. And it constantly feels like it's at odds with itself or is limited in some way, shape, or form where it didn't need to be, or it could have been expanded in such a cool way with so little effort. And that's why I'm talking about this so much, even though, like, yes, I realize that I'm probably talking about this too much. It's just stuck in my head. Whenever I'm playing a game that I legitimately love, either conceptually or in actuality, you might notice that I often will sit down and talk about in length, yep, they've just left. The Patriots are just like, huh, alright, that was the thing, bye. Look at them go! They showed up to blow up. They showed up to, like, take revenge on me, and we just escort them through the evil lair, all the traps on the wall, and they just walk out to the casino, hang out for, like, 20 minutes, and they're like, alright, we're done. It's like... Congrats, you made a Home Alone base. No, this is above and beyond. This is like Naruto levels of Talk no Jutsu, where any enemy that I run into, I just immediately convert with the power of my words. I just, oh, it's so weird. Yeah, with zero suspicion, of course. They saw the laser walls, but ultimately, like, you get inside my base, and all you see is that there's nothing going on there. It's just a bunch of people eating, hanging out. I have a hippie commune. I mean, it's like a hyper-capitalistic hippie commune with giant vaults downstairs, but, like, apart from the fact that I have a super weapon in my base. I don't actually do anything that's strictly illegal normally. I mean, sure, I'm sure my people in all of the other countries are you know, maybe doing minorly illegal things, but, like, I legitimately have no idea what crimes I have committed, apart from the fact that I have a doomsday weapon.
Task complete.
Like, there was something about knockoff shoe lines, but that's about it. Okay, divide and conquer, oldest trick in the military book. Peace is now fighting amongst themselves, allowing you to proceed with your plans. What plan?
One by one, the nations of peace turn on each other like starving rats. They retreat, and I grow strong.
Very strong, General. But peace is not gone. They still have supporters who oppose you.
Yeah, you violate some human rights, and suddenly it's acceptable for everyone to oppose you? Give me a break here.
Shall we press the attack, sir? Finish what you have started.
Yet, I will show them my throat. And when they go for it, I will remind them that there is a reason I am Red Ivan.
Your vaults are full.
Oh.
I want that intruder found and killed.
Oh. Those are... safe. You know what? Whatever, we'll kill him
Minions,
anyway.
seek and destroy this intruder.
Yeah, I don't know if he has a throat. He's got a beard. Okay, let me check side stories.
A trap has been triggered.
Can I do anything? Symmetry is a bit of an issue. We might actually have to fear her. Actually, no, we don't. I don't think we actually need to fear. Yeah, still no science minion. What happened? Oh, I guess they just killed these guys. Maybe. Yeah, they did. They just say fire havoc at, yeah? Like, what does this do, though? Generates an incredible opportunity. Oh! I got it. Okay. Wait.
A trap has...
Okay, so I gotta fire it at Anvil Provinces, Saber Territory. Okay, got it.
Prepare for havoc.
So every time I fire it at these places, it creates a special event.
An inferno is raging in your lair.
There we go.
A small fire has started in your lair.
Draw a mine in the sand. Your Havoc fire has unearthed a fresh vein of gold in the subcontinent. Get your minions to excavate it before Anvil notices it's there. Reward 250,000 gold. But what? Holy shit, that's a fire.
An inferno is raging in your lair.
But
a
like,
minion has caught fire.
I'm maxed out on money, so does that matter?
A minion has caught fire.
Okay, let's wait until the fire's over.
The
I don't know. Do we want
fires
to
are
get some more
almost under
technicians?
control.
Do we have enough technicians?
Your
How
criminal networks are
busted
idle.
are things?
Consider running some schemes.
Like, pretty busted. So maybe I wait for a bit.
Build more rockers if you want more minions.
Let's see. One downside of the monotype floor is lack of fire extinguishers. I got a bunch here. Heck, I've even got a bunch down here. You can't see it, but I've got a giant just row of fire extinguishers just for that exact purpose. One thing this game messed up was the ability to rename your minions. Dude, there should have been Twitch integration where all of my minions are just named after you guys. We got 350 viewers in chat and 278 minions. Like, yeah, why not? Symmetry story to defeat her. Here's the thing. She can rob me a little. And you know what that's gonna do? Nothing. Because I make all the money back instantly without actually having to do any effort.
Your vaults are almost full.
However, because we're probably going to piss her off at some point soon, let's make this place legitimately worse for her. The one thing I will give them major credit for is, like, building a base does feel fairly easy and comfortable in this game. I played a lot of other games kind of in the same vein as this, and they tend to be kind of uninteresting. Whereas, like, I feel like I can build a base in this, and it's a good base. There's not a whole lot to do in it, or do with it. But it's my base, and I'm proud of it. There we go. The reason why I'm doing this... I don't have enough power for all this, do I? Oh, shoot. My lockers blew up. I really wish there was just kind of an auto-place option. Or auto-replace option. I get why there isn't, I guess, but... let's see. So I gotta get some power plants. I guess I can have just like a bonus power plant over here.
You're running low on power. Build more generators.
I'm aware, and I hate it. But I have like such little... there's like no space left. Let's see. Probably actually better to build them along this wall. That'll have to do. 72 power. I don't get why there isn't. It makes sense that you should have that option. It does, but like, many developers just kind of forget basic quality of life improvements like that. So it's like, I guess it's hard for me to just be immediately mad that they don't. I want to say, is it RimWorld that has that? I think it is. Wait, why did firing havoc at Australia not count? It should? Because that's a southern saber territory. Oh, maybe it has to be a specific location. Like, straight up, this is the very, very southern. We have to fire it here. No? Here? Yeah. I didn't realize there was specific countries. I just fired it at a saber territory. Frustrating.
Power restored.
I guess if I absolutely need more power, I can put some generators in here. I guess I might as well. Reason being... let's see. Reason being...
Your minions are in combat.
I'm not going to need most of this space stuff. What? Why not? Okay. And yeah, we'll just move much of this around later, once I actually get the better tech that lets me do so. Let's move this down. There we go. Oh. There goes most of my money, but solves my power problem. Hey, thank you, Gav, for the 40-month resub. 4 years is coming up, boys. Been here for a minute. Or haven't here. Or you have been here for a minute. Oh, yeah. Thank you. You changed your name on Discord and it threw me off. I'm like, I don't recognize that moderator. What was going on? So is there a way to permanently defeat super agents? I think you can. By doing their side story, but I haven't bothered because most super agents straight up just don't threaten me. So I've just been ignoring it. Oh, I don't have enough fuel. What? Okay. Man, look at all this heat on the map that I have not justified earning.
The heat at a criminal network has attracted the forces of justice.
Oh, I burned all of my fuel. Why do I even need to get fuel? All I have to do is just find it on the map and say, go get me some fuel. And I have to do this 5 times. Oh, I gotta do this like 15 times. I guess is the real answer. That's that one. That gets me symmetry. Is symmetry actually here? Oh yeah, there she is on the northernmost section. You're right. I did nuke Australia, so I guess I did kind of justify the heat.
A scheme has succeeded.
Okay. There was some fuel here. Please come back. There it is. But even to some degree, I don't actually really care too much about pissing off a super. This section, probably.
A scheme has succeeded.
Let's see. Yeah, I probably should start doing some
I've sent you an agent working on my secret service. Do show them a good time.
I probably should do a bunch of these side missions to kill off these guys. The thing is, like, with the exception of symmetry, almost all of them, when they spawn in, they're just kind of an inconvenience more than anything else. Like, they show up, they maybe, like, break a thing or two, kill a couple of minions, and then they go back to being nothing and nobody and no threat to me. Come on, there was a fuel objective there. Dang it. I spent all that money just to get rid of the heat in the area so I could get the fuel, and the answer is the fuel disappeared.
That's how your minions dress. No wonder Agent Steel prevailed.
Did he?
My agents train in every combat art there is. Yes. Eliminate all targets.
Are they just beating the shit out of this singular dude?
Agents,
You lost this battle the moment Steel took the field.
I like it how she just sits there
Training has
taunting
stalled.
me as my minions surround this man, alternating between shooting him.
We have captured an intruder.
Like, We just surrounded him and just beat the shit out of John Steele. Have I interrogated Steele yet? No, that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I want to see if I could brainwash him, but I can't. But it's just like... I feel like this game almost would have been better to some degree if you reorganized it so the agents were smarter and, like, really were infiltrating, so you had to have good security systems. And, like, no hidden corners with cameras and, you know, good system security on your computer setup and just, like, a bunch of stuff like that. That I find it so easy to just be kind of like, eh, whatever, whenever a super shows up, because I just shoot him. And sure, I mean, it takes a little while to shoot him a bunch,
Scheme
but...
has succeeded.
Okay. I think we're coming to the end of my time with this, at least for tonight. It's fun, but just like every aspect of it is just time-consuming. I think this would be a great game to play while I'm... Like, this would be a great game to play while watching a video.
Safe from agent.
The memory of John Steele beats in many hearts, not one. Another will come for you.
So she just named all of her agents.
A criminal network has too
John
much
Steele.
heat and has locked down.
Democracy dies in darkness, but it's not nighttime yet.
Where did they show up? I'm confused. We got attacked by Agent X again, but I have no idea where he is. I'm just gonna operate into the assumption that we already took him out, I guess.
The heat at a criminal network has attracted the forces of justice.
Can I fire this yet? Yes, thank you. So southern... Oh. Central Anvil. Provinces.
Fire when ready!
So, Wander, would you rather fight 100 horse-sized ducks, or no, 100 duck-sized horses, or one horse-sized duck? Absolutely, the smaller ones. I could just kick the shit out of them. The single horse-sized duck could actually, like, cause harm to me. Right, I did it. You know, the saddest part about me firing my super weapon is that it does more damage to me than it does to the world.
Too much heat and has locked down.
Like, it straight up does too much damage to my base just setting it on fire.
Your criminal networks are idle. Consider running some schemes. The fires are almost under
But it's like,
control.
I'm almost incentivized to never fire this thing because of the amount of damage it does to my locker room. Nor am I really sure if there's actually much of, like, a statistical benefit to firing it ever. Like, sure, it gives me some money, but that's about it. Well, that really does do some damage, though. That's why it's a quest objective. They're making you fire it. I just, like... I don't know. I feel like me firing this thing at all should be, like, a last ditch. That if, like... I feel like firing the super weapon should have been the very last thing that I do. And the entire point is, like, I'm gathering resources and technicians and building this thing up. And the closer I get to completion, the more aggressive they are about stopping me because, you know, I should not be allowed to fire this. No one should be. Hey, Wander, how are you? Mildly grumpy. Mostly just because this game needs work. Ain't bad, but it needs work. You know the sad thing? I have to go get some more fuel. I'm out of fuel. You can pile up the fuel and then fire it in a row? Yeah, I could do that. But you know what else I could do? I could stop. I'll come back to this in a couple of days when I feel more passionate about playing it. Because this, once again, it's like, it's not bad. It just needs work. Go back to Dungeon Keeper 2? You mean Dungeons 3? I've never played any of the Dungeon Keeper, like, official games. You don't have enough AC to cool your base down. Seriously, I should be able to research and build, like, a proper ventilation system for this. It's so weird that my people literally will not think of this. Even with the cutscene earlier where it's like, there's radiation, we had to bring in the engineer for it. What if that was like a science project that we actually had to do and like go out of our way for? You know, researching and improving proper radiation containment so my people don't die constantly just having it there.